already kind of understand the process, right? You understand kind of how to kind of plan a little bit, right? But what I came in and I did is I actually just showed them a little bit of a more streamlined fashion way of planning and ideating their content. And
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have to do that for them anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
literally just come in and I do the thing that they don't know how to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I just put up the lights and the cameras and I do all of that, and then I do all the editing and I hand everything over, and they push it out as they need to. But them understanding and going through those reps and getting in what they need to make all of that happen, it actually works out for both of us because I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to take the time to do some of those things, but
Mm-hmm.
it makes it streamlined on everybody. Everybody kind of like wins in the whole thing. So I think once you're right, like it's processing. It takes a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of processing time for somebody to get something down and understand what needs to be done to make it happen, right? But you know, we were talking a little bit about like education and kind of loyalty and
Yeah.
everything, and I was kind of mentioning that like, and I think this is a big facet of what everybody has to do and why a lot of people make content in general these days, right? It's exactly why I started this podcast, right? But it's, teaching people, teaching others
Mm-hmm.
positions us in a different light and puts us as more of like that authority or that expert on a topic, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly, again, why I made this podcast. It's why I continue to make content to this day. I don't make content so that I put myself in front of a bunch of people to like quote unquote like generate leads, right? If I
Mm-hmm.
generate leads out of my content, great. But it's more of having like those assets so that when I do have a lead,
Yeah.
right, or I do have somebody that's maybe quasi interested in talking to me, now I have this library and this database of stuff that I can just funnel their way and
Yeah.
like, hey, yeah, no, we got this thing, yeah, this is what we've been working on, this is something you talked about, this and something that we talked about before, I think this could help, right? It's about having all of that. And I don't think that a lot of businesses, I mean, I'll throw the word brands in there as well, I don't really think that they look at content from that realm in the beginning. They all look at it like, what's the end goal, which should be what we want to do. The end goal is to sell more of our stuff or get more signups or, whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
People paying us money. But they don't look at it they don't reverse engineer the thing. They just try to engineer it to the end goal. And
Mm-hmm.
everything almost always starts off as like, I call it selling in the content, which I don't really try to do with my stuff, right? Even my ads, which is a gateway to the sale. Like, I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just like, hey, this is what I can help you do.
Yeah.
And like, if you want to take the next step, you take the next step, right?
Yeah.
But what's your experience with any clients that you've ever worked with about, trying to position them as that kind of that authority or putting them on that pedestal above, what maybe their competition is doing or something like that? Can you speak to any experiences around expertise in
Yeah.
content that you've made for people?
Yeah. I mean, I think when I get into the realm of creating content, like when I'm ideating for them, because I, I'm a so-called expert in that field, working with
Sure.
school leaders and nonprofits and things of that nature. Because that's my experience, right? Like I ideate for them. So I think about what's really authentic to them, right? And that's in the name ultimately of my company, right? Like Bad Media stands for being authentically dope, right? Like we think about
Mm-hmm.
authenticity and what matters to them. So you're talking about like a client in their competition. If everybody's doing the same thing, putting out the same content, how are you different? How can you position yourself to
Mm-hmm.
be this and attract what's really supposed to come to you if you're doing and saying the same things? When you were just speaking, I was thinking about the content that businesses or brands do put out, and it's like always product overview stuff, right? Like just
Yeah.
talking about what we make, and
Yep.
it's what we make, what we make, what we make, and it's like that's cool, but like how do you use it?
Yeah.
Why would I use your product over
Yep.
someone else's, right?
Yep.
Like what are the tricks and tips about this product that like how can I use this in a way that no one else is using the product, right? It's becoming that resource, and I think that's what you were speaking to, right? Like becoming a resource brings people back to the loyalty aspect that you're sharing. Is like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
like how do you create loyalty? Like, oh, but become a resource, be the
Mm-hmm.
thing that people are like want to come back and back and back and back and back,
Yeah.
right? Like just like this your YouTube channel with this podcast, right? Like you're creating it as a vault, right? Your video marketing vault where people can come and get resource and information from you. Builds loyalty.